right, it is Thursday, July 29th, 2021. It's about 5 minutes after 5. I'm on my way to the gym. A lot of people can look at age as a means to an expiration date, you know. I think it's dependent on how you live your life. Or you can look at age as a stepping stone in the direction of wisdom and knowledge or understanding. I think the death part cuts life really short. I think it cuts it shorter than it has to be, shorter than it needs to be. I think when life is looked at in terms of age, about getting closer and closer to an understanding. One of the understandings that I'm learning through life and age is truly that God answers prayers. Now here's the catch. If you haven't talked to him in a long time, and I mean really needed an answer that you was willing to act on, an answer that when it was given would be carried out. See, I can't stand for somebody to ask me for advice and then not do anything with it. Sit on it. Let me think about it. It's like, why'd you even ask me that if you're not going to do anything about it? And one thing I've always prided myself on with people is one, that if I ask you, I trust you. I value your opinion, who you are, and your time. And therefore, I don't want to squander away that opportunity. So if I do that with man, I treat God on a whole nother level. It doesn't have to be a full blown out, he came down and told me exactly what to do. It can be an inkling, a feeling that he's answered my prayers, and I will go in the direction of that inkling, of that hunch. But something that I'm learning is to trust that God's timing is absolutely impeccable. God has no faults, no flaws. He has no shortcomings. And he's never late. He's never late. And as you get older and you learn to embrace and understand these truths, I've learned that it saves me a lot of time living in a state of worry. See, I believe one of the greatest gifts that ever happened to me or was given to me was being inside that prison cell. When the door opening and closing is not of your own doing and is at the mercy of the gatekeeper holding the key It don't matter how bad you want out. Unless they open the door, you ain't going nowhere. And so in being there, you have to learn to sit and be still. And in the word, it says, be still, for know that I am God. God cannot fail. And he sets things up in your life to prepare you for how good he is and how he can deliver. So what time has taught me and what age has allowed me to witness is that I don't ever have to be in a rush to get to a place that I may not be ready for. All I have to do is wait for the delivery date. And that date is always on time. Yes, I want the millions of dollars right now. But let me remind you of something that gives you an indicator of about how good timing is. I could have been born during the Revolutionary Age. I could have been born during the horse and buggy age. But I was placed on this planet at a time when convenience of electronics has made life simpler. To learn, to understand, simpler. But if you're constantly looking at the problem and not where you're at right now, you're going to miss the mark. And one thing that time and age has shown me and taught me is God's never late. And if I'm patient, it will work itself out. When I read a book by Marcus Aurelius about Stoicism, the obstacle in the way becomes the way. There's no left, no right, there's no bad turns. None. There's no wrong turns. Just obedience.